I told my mom that she could disown me if she doesn't want to do anything with me. So, I'm 16 female and in year 11. Before I say something, let me tell you that my mom had me when she was 17, but that doesn't mean she stopped everything to look after me. And I am really glad and happy with her decision because now she's 34 and has a well-paying job. She left me with my grandparents when I was 1 month old and went away to live with my nan's family in Bristol because she didn't want to face her friends or the neighbors. She never neglected me, but then again, she never acted like my mom. She used to visit me on my birthdays and once every 3 months, which slowly turned into sending me gifts because she was too busy, which is of course understandable. She was only 20, but as I grew, it felt like she had time for my half-siblings but never for me. The open evenings, matches, and a lot things were just so diabolical for me, because I had to see all my friends with their parents and how they were going to go victory shopping. It all felt like someone just threw a stone at my heart. It was too sad for me. I stopped getting good grades. I started getting 3s and 4s from my usual straight 9s just to see if she cared enough to talk me, considering she was my legal guardian and had access to my MCOS. I started getting into detention and ISR so that my school could call my mom, and she never picked up any of them. And as time went, I stopped looking forward to her yearly visits and birthday gifts, but also by then, my behavior too went downhill. The bad grades wasn't just a call for attention now. I just didn't care enough to do good. I started vaping and smoking, vandalizing everything I see, and a lot more. And I just want to let people know that my mom does have her own house in Bristol where she lives with her husband and 2 children, 2 girls. My nan literally has a pic of them as her profile. It's like I was the nuisance that just kept them from enjoying their life. It was my birthday 6 days ago, and I got a call from my mom where she told me how disappointed she was in me and how I won't be getting a gift because of my bad behavior. I told her to call me when I gave 2 shits about her and told her to disown me. She immediately cut the call, and 2 hours later, my grandparents came into my room and told me how my mom was crying because of me with their usual "I ruined her life" speech. I got the custody annulment paper with me ready. The question is, do you think I should just give her them? P.S. My biological dad has always been in the frame while trying to give me everything I could ever want. His wife, Lisa, is my form tutor and is just the best and kindest person out there. Even though I haven't told them about the papers, my dad told me how I was always welcomed in their house. I have a room there since I visit every weekends and half terms. They too have 2 children, 2 boys, yet he never fails to be there for me. He takes me with them whenever they go anywhere, which is kind of boring since they mostly go for boys' things, but Lisa was always there so that I won't be alone. I do everything with her, from shopping to homeworks. She was the one who had the talk with me when I got my periods and stuff. Update: first of all, I would love to thank everyone who gave me advice. And I didn't give my mom the papers, since we kind of talked, didn't work much, where she told me how she wasn't old enough to raise a child, and just gradually departed from me, which was diabolical to hear from your own mom, but it's understandable, and I felt like giving custody annulment papers would be a bit too much. I talked with my dad, and mama, stepmom, and they were more than happy to let me in. I moved in with them 2 days before Easter, and the last time I called my mom was on Easter. We talked for 10 minutes and things went well. And even though it would be hard to get my life back to normal, I realized there are people around me that do care and want me to be the best version of myself. There will be updates, just not frequent. As for now, I'm just focusing on my GCSEs, which is coming this May. Once again, cheers to everyone who helped me. P.S. I don't hate my mom. She was a child when she had me, and I understand that completely.